Greetings this Wednesday, on some parts Thursday. This is Kev and this is BMBBH, and welcome to another Reaction Wednesday. We already got some comments here. Got RPM, got Barry Little in the building. You have Phil Brad in the building. Hashtag the habitual line steppers and Bruce Almighty. And thus we trust, I guess. But let me get a few shout outs real quick before we get started. Shout out to the replay gang. Replay gang, you're very important to the algorithm, and just make sure that we show you guys the amount of love that is due you guys. So there it is. Also, let me give a shout out to the members, the memberships. Thanks for your support month after month. And for those of you who are gifted, hopefully you stay. But let me give you all a shout out real quick. We got Greg, we got Aaron P, Phil Brad, Days, Indigo Flow, The Builder's Table, D Rock Den, American Negro, D Scott, Andre 416 Reformed, Black Light Revelations 2, Mr. Me Too, Very Little, Detroit 313, Wayne M, Irvin Reed, Forever Blessed, Death Racer 25X, Shatera, Craig the Tech Guy, Sister George, Black Pearl, DJ F, Surge Blade, Raven Knight, Spawn the Programmer, Mahogany Roots and MJ, RPM, Raya Flamethrower, Pasta, A Soar of Seed, Jesse, Shakanulu, Truism the Storm Crow, and Mackenzie Mayweather. Thank you all. All right, let's get this party started here. Um, the reaction that I'm doing tonight, before I get started, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. I really don't know much about this content creator here, but I guess he's one of those guys that claimed at one point or another that he was a part of the Black Manosphere, and he made a broadcast as to why he left the space, referring to red pill guys as losers. So just guess there is safe to say that this manosphere or black manosphere that we have is a red pill space, I guess, or whatever pill or whatever you decide to go with. I'm not real big on the pills or whatever that may be, but let me see if I can pull up a screenshot. Just wait till some people get here. Uh, might be a smaller crowd tonight. I have quite the competition going on. So, I mean, it's all good with me. Sometimes, people got to do what they got to do. I mean, only thing I can do is look out for this channel, and whoever comes, they come. And thank you very much for your support as always. No, the screenshot didn't share, so just bear with me a moment. Let me see if I can do something to get this screenshot. Just bear with me. No, guess I should have had all that prepared before I came up here. So, let me, just one moment. So, all right. Yeah, just a moment. All right, there we go. Okay, all right. So, get that out of there. All right, we are ready. So we are ready. Uh, All right, let me put this up here on the screen. Just want to let you know that these reactions are nothing personal. But all right, this particular content creator is named Ricky Manor. So he made a show called Why I Left the Black Manosphere. He did a live stream. So I was interested in hearing what he had to say. I'm not gonna be right off the bat like this guy's wrong in what he says, and this is another guy who says that or proclaims that he left this space for whatever reason. I mean, we've had you know other content creators have these broadcasts or videos as to why they left the manosphere, and it's from what I've seen with these guys, it's usually based off a huge virtue signal, like they are doing something so great that it has to be announced for everyone to see. And I mean, it's all good with me. I mean, I don't try to make people stay at parties or anything that they don't want to stay at, or stay a part of things that they don't want to be a part of. But is these kinds of videos really necessary? I mean, if I were to leave the Black Manosphere or something like that, um, I would probably just say I left the Black Manosphere and leave it at that. I wouldn't have to have to make an entire big stink about it unless it was noteworthy, or you know the audience really wanted me to do it like that. But outside of that, well, like I said, I'm not saying that this guy, Mr. Manners, is totally wrong or anything, or you know, we should already be like, screw this guy or whatever. But based on this thumbnail, it's pretty much already, we already know how he feels. So, feel like anybody, I guess, claiming the red pill. I mean, the red pill has, gotten a lot of scrutiny anyway. I mean, ever since its inception, it's instead of it is said that instead of men dealing with their problems head on, they just want to blame women. So what is the, typical guy who usually says that he's leaving the manosphere? What kind of things that he's going to say? The only thing I can predict is it's probably going to be about women. It's probably going to be calling, the black manosphere losers, or, basement dwellers, or incels, any amount of those words. But, want people like this to understand that, when you say things like this about a certain group of people, maybe somebody from that group will come to you, or, respond to what you're saying. So this kind of thing should never, ever, ever be a surprise. And also, this video was um aimed at a guy who comes here. He's a moderator in this channel. Got Coffee Nino, narratives and dialogue. So, um, listen up. I didn't hunt this video down. It didn't come up in my feed. I think I remember a content creator mentioning this guy one or two times, but this particular one was emailed to me. Believe it or not, I'm getting emails from people. So not particularly to have this be a reaction, but I decided to react to it anyway. I mean, as someone who says he is representative of the space, I would like to know what people have to say about it. So, um, the only thing I can do is disagree with it. I can't really call this guy out a name yet. It depends on what he says. I mean, I don't really like the whole trying to shame someone into, submission using words. And I understand that the point of a lot of these conflicts that we have on social media, as far as these gender differences, is because of shit like that. So let's hear what he has to say. Says why I left the black manosphere. And he has someone on the thumbnail that really doesn't. I mean, he pioneered the space. Sure. I mean, he's one of the facilitators. He's looked at as a forefather. And this is what I was trying to get Obsidian to see that, once you're endeared such a label that, you are representative of whatever, comes with it. Like, anytime somebody mentions Black Manosphere and you're a figurehead, then anything you say or anything you do is going to be reflecting upon anyone that's claiming those two words. So that's just something to keep in mind. So let me see what this man has to say. And granted, look, any black man can use his freedom of speech. This is the way I prefer it. I don't care, who has a difference of opinion or who has what to say, if they agree with me or whether they don't agree with me. But I have the same right to disagree. So if he gets mad at anything I say, then hey, or what I'm about to say. But I'm just gonna tell you just like this. This is my first time watching this. So if this is your first time watching this too, then we're in the same boat. But let's go ahead and share this screen. Uh see who's in the chat. We got D that's in the chat that just joined, and we got listening. What's good? All right, so share the screen. I have to probably see entire screen. Also share the system. Okay. Okay. All right. Just like I said, these reactions aren't meant to offend or, they're not meant to, but, they may do it anyway. Just want y'all to know that. So, I said this thumbnail was just on the screen there. So, this guy's going to break down the case of why he left the Black Manosphere. All right. Okay.
It went on for about 2 hours, and I'm not encouraging you guys to go back and watch the entire thing. That's 2 hours out of your day. I understand we all busy in this day and time, but there was something that happened on that podcast that it really got my wheels turning in my head. Had a guy on the podcast by the name of Coffee Nino, along with Jay the Informer and Black Logic. Thank you guys for coming up. But we had a good conversation. One of the things that came up was about the Black Manosphere. And I don't
Mm-mm.
think that I really went into too much detail of why I left the Black Manosphere and never will return. Don't.
Okay. So, for starters, if anybody knows who this guy is, you can put it in the comment section. Uh, it's already got a black and white Confederate flag in the background, so I don't know. One can only assume that he may be from the South, but yeah. If he has a valuable contribution that he could have given the space itself, then you know, I regret losing a guy like this. But, I just want to hear his reasoning for this. We don't know as people that are representative of the Black Manosphere who this guy is. And a lot of the times when people say this, except for in the case of mediocre tutorials and reviews and O'Shea Duke Jackson, we don't know who these people are. I mean, so
Have a desire to, will not go back. But before I go into all of that, I want to give a shout out to Coffee Nino for coming up. I did post this video that he talked about, and shame on me for not seeing it before now. I don't get too much in my YouTube feed.
oh, what up? It's Raven Knight and Hybrid Catastrophic Impact X83rd Power. He said he's a beach boy. He's a Californian. Oh, so he ain't about that South life. He just stunting with his Confederate flag. Afro National, what's good? So it's yeah, Reaction Wednesday is in full effect. And, for those of you watching, that Cash App is operational. So, put some in the sandwich fund. So, all right, we're just reacting to old Ricky Manners right here. He's saying why he left the Black Manosphere. If anybody's seen this guy before then, or if if you understand that he used to be a part of what went on in this space, then put it in the comment section or put it in the live chat if you're watching. All right.
Anymore. I got a lot of people that I follow that follow me back, and I'm into a lot of the political stuff, but I'm glad I got a chance to watch that. So today we're going to talk about why I left the Black Manosphere for good
All right.
and the toxic bullcrap that goes on within it. So let's give it a shout out real quick. But first, let's start the show.
Oh, melanated rebel. Well, he's from California, but he's a melanated rebel. So he treats Southern culture like it's a caricature. Oh, it's from Charleston, South Carolina. So are you sure he's a California boy? Oh, Barry Little says he's seen him before. He's one of those clout chasing, fence straddling conservatives. Oh, okay. He's social media conservative. I don't know. He might be able to
Thank you
explain
for
his
tuning in
position.
to another episode of the Melanated Rebel News Network, broadcasting to you live from the beautiful and historic city of Charleston, South Carolina. I am your host, the Melanated Rebel, Ricky Manor. And if this is your first time tuning into my channel, please be sure to hit that like button, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and be sure to hit that bell notification so you know when I go live or when I upload new content. And shout out to Melissa Foster for being a blessing to this broadcast since she started on board with the Melanated Rebel News Network. Also, shout out to the members of Bad Company: Alonda Hansley, Melissa Foster, Samuel
Okay,
Brown,
he's
Victor
giving
Van
his
Dam,
shout outs right
EDA, Night
now.
Stalker, Lisa D, Black Male Spirituality, and Rider Prophet
All
B1.
right.
Thank you guys for your contributions to this channel. You guys are awesome. And
All right.
let me see who
Yeah,
I've got in
thanks
the
for
chat room
contributing
thus
to Black
far.
Male Media.
Let's see. Here we go. Let me go back to my screen here. So how's everybody doing this Friday
Said he
morning?
had a conversation with Coffee
First,
Nino.
first and
Narratives
foremost,
of
let's ask
dialogue.
everybody how they doing this Friday morning. Y'all ready to rock it out with me or what? I gotta rock it out too, Cyrus, before I start my day today. What's up, SD Johnson?
Shout out.
And what's up?
Go forward a little bit. You shouting out his people. All right.
The Black Manosphere is still relevant, especially after they let a white woman become the face of the Black Manosphere. Yeah, this is Miss Pearly things that everybody was talking about.
All right. After the other night, especially, I'm tired of hearing about this bitch. Like seriously, for those of you who were here for the smoke show, I really am. I'm tired of dealing with this shit. I'm tired of black men saying that we put a white woman in a lead position. I'm really sick and fucking tired of it. Uh, I'm gonna make that position clear right now. I don't give a fuck how many times this motherfucker says it. So okay, so let me calm down real quick.
Basic white woman, nobody that you would even look at if you saw her in the shopping mall, you would not look at this woman twice.
Oh God.
But she's the face of the Black Manosphere.
No, the fuck she isn't. No, the fuck
Now,
she
at
isn't.
first, the Black
I'm so
Manosphere was
sick
a
of
place where people
motherfuckers
could come
saying
together
that
and,
shit.
air their grievances out. There's a different culture in America. We have to agree to that or come to terms with it. There's a difference of culture.
Fair
Like I said, I
use.
don't even see how
Fair
the Black
use.
Manosphere is still relevant after they let Miss Pearly Things take over and
Miss
become the
Pearly
face of the
Things did
movement. And
not
the only
take
thing that
over the
she
Black
does now is quote
Manosphere.
Kevin Samuels.
This dude is dumb as fuck.
A white woman.
Sorry.
A white woman. Good
Why
morning,
even
Mike
push
Lewis.
something like that?
Yeah, what the F is that? That's Miss Pearly Things. But they let a white woman dictate to them how they should move.
No, the fuck nobody
men.
did that shit. No
And
one
what the
did
Black
that
Manosphere
shit.
has become is a bunch of toxic black men sitting around belly aching over the type of black women that they cannot get.
Oh shit.
Man, that's a female.
Don't want to date ratchet women. Don't date ratchet women. It's that simple. Not all black women are ratchet women. To sit around with that
Here we go.
trope
Not
online
all.
and say that this is your problem or that is your problem with black women does black women a disservice. Let's keep it.
Fuck out of here with that. I mean, it's too much shit going on. Number one. Number two, like I be wondering about guys like this. Like, are these the kind of guys that have girlfriends and wives that read The Root and read Lipstick Alley in the Shade Room, watch Steve Harvey read his books, and then the second they hear the word manosphere, They go to their husbands who they know that are on social media or boyfriends like, Ricky here or some other guys and be like, "Oh my god, black men on YouTube are just ravaging black women. Oh, I know you're not a part of that." And then he's like, "Oh no, honey. In fact, I'll go to my YouTube channel and disavow these men." Like, I mean, I get it. Some of the guys might come off as a bit strong in their opinion, but I mean, seriously, are they really taking it in themselves, like the kind of content they see, or is this once again because hoes are mad? Hoes are mad, women are mad. It seems to shape these guys' opinion quite a bit. How I know this because they regurgitate the same nonsense everyone else does. Are you being told this shit, or are you seeing this for yourself?
For the buck. If you don't want to date trifling women, don't date trifling women. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of you are trifling ass men. You're trifling ass men who are
Oh,
attracting trifling ass women into your life.
okay.
And if you suck dating black women, you're gonna suck dating white women. If you suck dating white women, you're gonna really suck dating Hispanic women.
I like how these guys like they'll go into
Crossing the
why they
culture
hate
is
the
not the
manosphere
answer,
and then start giving
rather if
all
it's
this
for advice
relationship
or for
advice.
dating. You find people that you have something in common with.
Nah,
It
he's a
seems that they're
relationship
just a bunch of
counselor.
know-it-alls that projects their inadequacies onto black women that rejects them. They act no different than the black women that they have disdain for.
Oh, both logic.
And a lot of the popular men in that community possess feminine traits. They gossip.
Oh,
They're flashy. They're loud.
oh.
They're argumentative. They're
Uh,
jealous of other successful people.
talking is feminine.
They're on panels online around the clock. I work from my house.
Yeah, me
I
too.
work from my house, so I get a chance.
Whoop
When
de
I was
doo.
working from my house, especially during the pandemic, I was just sitting around listening to this red pill content, and it was around the clock. They would start from 9 o'clock in the morning on one panel, all the way into the night on different panels, talking about black women and how trifling black women are. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, what kind of black women are you encountering? What's the problem here? But the problem is right there in your face. Around the clock, on panels, online, arguing, fussing, and fighting.
This shit is only a problem when black men do it. Like like you would swear that the black manosphere is this terrorist cell that, is planning all this debauchery in the black community when there are so many problematic sectors. I just did a news story on a white guy who chopped his dad's head off. And he just happened to be a YouTuber spewing extremities. Like, why is it that people like this don't report on people like that, people who actually do shit, rather than to assume that um, black men are problematic like this? What about the people who wake up in the morning? Is always some let's shit on the black manosphere broadcast. Those people are there too. What I'm trying to say is that there's a certain crowd that frequents these YouTube spaces just to have their day go by. I do understand the panel hopping shit that does get kind of old. I mean, but still, I mean, we're all here doing the same thing. We're all here. And I mean, based on what I've seen of this guy's content, he's focused a lot on what goes on over here in the so-called black manosphere. So
Screaming loud vulgarities into their microphones and webcams.
shit.
And
God
one
damn
that I like
it.
to call out in particular is your boy Angry Man,
Uh-oh,
who's
angry
very
man.
jealous of Kevin Samuels because of his success. This is
Uh,
what Angry Man had to say about Kevin Samuels.
That nigga's the godfather of Chelsea boots, purses, and lace panties, nigga. Don't come in this motherfucker talking that stupid ass shit to me.
hours and hours
We
of
men in this
content.
motherfucker. We grown masculine men in this motherfucker.
We made it, this motherfucker. We're going to masculine man in this motherfucker.
Oh, look at that. With a Confederate flag in his background, beating his chest like a fucking ape. Good job, guy. Raven Knight says, I believe he got caught up in the echo chamber scare. Yeah, yeah, I've seen him in a couple of echo chambers around here. I mean, those echo chambers very critical of the manosphere. Now, no space in YouTube or social media is above reproach. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. But it just who is he doing this for? Did he get like I said, did he get in an argument with his girlfriend or his wife and she said the word manosphere? Now he's like, oh, let me make sure that I disavow this space. Enough.
Women, women in this motherfucker. Grown masculine men in this motherfucker.
You know what I like? They'll make fun of the masculinity part, but then start doing all this gay shit, start
From a
doing this
masculine
gay
man
shaming like he did earlier, talking about feminine
sipping
traits.
from a frappe latte from Starbucks. A masculine man.
I'm sure his crowd is laughing right now because he's
What's
disparaging
going
black
on?
men.
Tanya Ray Reloaded. What's happening, man? Welcome to the room. We got a grown man. We've been in this motherfucker. Black masculine man in this motherfucker. We have a motherfucker.
Okay. If you're gonna tell jokes,
Sipping
at
on a
least be
frappe latte
funny.
from Starbucks. Now I want you to listen to what this clown had to say about Miss Pearly things. While he was
Uh-oh.
ranting about angry men.
Here goes the part where I
about Kevin
say,
Samuels,
when you
right?
represent a space, what you
Listen to
say is
this.
reflecting of that space.
This is how this bitch finesse y'all.
Okay.
Oh, here we go, another
Listen,
dumbass.
real quick. And to all the haters, go ahead and get your little record button ready. Uh-oh. Are y'all gonna try to boot Angry Man? What's going on? Go ahead. Because I'm gonna say this shit, and it's gonna be the realest shit I've ever said on these platforms. And you're gonna disagree with it, but it's the fucking truth. For all you niggas that's calling Pearly, saying all you niggas are saying, oh, Angry Man, yo queen, and this, that, and the third, and all you niggas are saying, oh, she conquered the manosphere and this, that, and the third. Well, here's the fucking reality. If you would have fucking gave me the crown a long time ago, you wouldn't have this fucking problem.
Gave him the crown? So let me get this straight. Unfortunately, Kevin Samuels passes away. Pearly things takes over. White woman takes over the black man.
Which, I'm going to say that, look, anybody exalting a white woman to me is a fucking idiot. I made that position clear the other night. Maybe not so much in those words, but for those of you who know me, it might as well be the worst case scenario. Please do not exalt white women over black men, especially in a space like this, especially over here on Black Men Being Brutally Honest, especially anything related to Black Manosphere. Get the fuck out of here, you defeated ass nigga. Okay, now for an angry man to say they didn't give me the crown or whatever, like, no, nobody gets a fucking crown. Like, nobody is king of this motherfucker. Nobody is president of this motherfucker. I mean, get over yourselves.
Let me get this right. Because I don't know if I got this right. Kevin Samuels passes away. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. White woman takes over the manosphere.
Why does he keep saying that dumb shit?
And he says that he should have had the crown the whole time. For what reason? So this man was sitting here jealous that another black man was successful. White woman takes the black man's place that is successful, and now he's riding her dick. Somebody make that make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense because I don't care what white woman it is. It could be Hillary Clinton. It could be Jane Elliott. She doesn't lead black men. Fuck out of here with that shit. I mean, the whole black man being jealous, of another black man. I do understand that part right there. I get that sentiment. We need to cut this niggerlander shit out. But as far as this Pearly thing shit, please cut that fucking shit out. These are the kind of niggas that, they hide behind each other. And then when somebody like me comes out the woodworks, they don't want to say any fucking thing. So, I mean, by all means.
So basically, this black man was jealous of another black man's success, all the while bowing to a white woman to speak for black men.
See, that's that slave shit that I'm talking about. I mean, I'm not even playing. It like this kind of thing has my blood boiling. Like, I didn't watch this before, but like I said, I'm tired of Pearl. this bullshit with Pearl. This shit's been going on for months. I think that all these niggas are jealous because they didn't get a crown or get some type of entitled position amongst other black men. Why don't you just sit down and shut the fuck up and listen to another motherfucker sometimes instead of exalting white women? Like,
and he says people are hating on him. Taria Ray says myself and another YouTuber had to cook his ass last year for that off code ish when it came to JPT. Right. I'm glad somebody cooked him. It's easy to cook that dude on that one. That wasn't, you didn't have to cook him. That was a freaking microwave meal. That was a brown and serve on that one because that man cooked himself trying to kick for pearly things, man. Like, God damn. You know, with characters like Angry Man, Angry Bird is what I'm gonna start calling them. The jokes write themselves. You know, I was on TikTok last night and I was like, let's hear what this fool has to say.
How you gonna tell somebody you fine? Let me get your
oh,
talk to you.
that is a hate watcher.
Okay, buy me a hot dog from the corner lady. He gonna say you wildin'. You can't buy me a hot dog, but you wanna talk to me?
No, we can't buy you a hot dog. Mama should have fed you before you got here. This ain't no soup kitchen. Why do you chicks think you're entitled to a dude's money? You're not entitled to our money any more than we're entitled to your box. By the way, and somebody should have told y'all this a long time ago. Stop begging for meals. It's not a good look.
Says the man who sits online 24 hours a day begging motherfuckers for cash apps. I used to be a subscriber to Angry Man's content. He used to, you know, have some good things to say. He was entertaining to say the least.
And now we have another
But
guy,
the
Ricky Manor.
corniness of it all. This dude begs for cash apps just so somebody can hear his irrelevant knuckle dragging bullshit. But would be upset if a woman asked him to buy her a hot dog. Now, you've seen the woman, how that woman looked. Every straight man in this room, I know I got some gay subscribers, not talking to you this time. I know that she's not your cup of tea, but every straight man in this room, if you saw her at the club and you tried to approach her and she asked you to buy her a hot dog, press 1 if you would, press 2 if you wouldn't. But I'm going to tell you before you answer, you damn right I'd buy that woman a hot dog.
Nobody gonna ask for no goddamn hot in a club. To get his dick. Man, come on, man. Stop. If you a simp, you a simp. You ain't gotta use the hot dog analogy. But okay, she bad, I guess. I mean, but you know, that was just a headshot. She could have a flat booty.
$5 for a hot dog to continue a conversation with this woman? Not only will I buy her a hot dog, I'm also going to buy some breath mints because I like my hot dogs with onions on them.
Yeah, I can see he likes a variety of foods.
Or pay the woman vending the hot dog vendor $5 for a chance at fucking that woman, than to pay Angry Man 10 cents to hear his bullshit. So you mean to tell me
Ain't nobody fucking for a hot dog. I mean, either she loves your personality. It ain't ever gonna be the hot dog, bro. If it were only as easy as buying a fucking hot dog, I mean,
that it makes more sense to pay for a man to pay another man to sit around and talk about his knuckle dragging bullshit than it would be to pay $5 to a hot ass woman that you might have the chance of fucking.
Oh, now we hating. Now we hating the game.
I'd easily part ways with $5.
All right, Barry Little. Appreciate that. That super chat. For the collection plate and tonight's virtue signaling, clout chasing, simp bashing session. All righty. Thank you. Thank you very much. He paid me $5 to listen to my knuckle dragon bullshit. Okay, let's continue. Thanks, Barry Little.
I'd buy 3 hot dogs. I might get hungry afterwards. But what kind of black men are really listening to clowns like this for dating advice? If you're listening,
okay, all right. So this is the one struggle I've been having, as far as what this space is for. I mean, many people are saying that this is a relationship dating space. I mean, I would say that it was a mixed bag space, and if dating comes into the conversation, like with all of these guys, especially with this guy earlier trying to give relationship advice himself, I mean, then more power to you. I mean, but we do have the right to be critical.
To this type of clown for dating advice, especially dating black women.
I mean, I'll just go ahead and be honest with you guys. I wouldn't take any dating advice from Angry Man or Ricky Manners. All right.
You're the problem. You're the problem. Not the black women. It's the black men who has to go online because they have no motherfucking game. If you're in the black manosphere, you have no
Game.
motherfucking game. I was in the black manosphere. I had no motherfucking game. What kind of game did I
Oh, look
do?
at me.
I
I'm a
told you,
loser.
when I was in
I
the
was a part of the
manosphere, I
Black
was unemployed
Manosphere.
for 8
Then I
years.
started
So no,
winning.
I don't have
Like,
any game. If I was to get a
look,
divorce today, I would.
look. If don't project your loserdom on other people. Like, I left that loser shit behind. No, man.
Suck. I would suck spitting game. Why would I suck spitting game? Because the only woman I really know how to spit game to is the woman I'm married to.
Told you. Told you. He's married. I'm married too, but he's married. And his wife probably, went and saw The Color Purple and gave this man hell when she got home if he didn't go with her wearing a purple shirt. Like, oh man, these men online. Oh my God.
I can't tell you anything about dating. I could probably give you some good pointers on how to get laid. But if you have to go
Uh-oh.
online and get advice on how
Getting
to
more
get laid or
bitches.
how to hold on to a woman, then you suck, man. What's up, unknown? How's it going? You're right, Tori. The $5 will not break the bank. $5 will not break the bank. But Angry Man is quick to be like, come on, somebody put something on that Cash App. Somebody put it on this Cash App. My Cash App is listed. I'm not sitting around telling everyone, hey, put something in on the Cash App. The only time I've ever asked you for money, and I will count the times that I've asked for money.
Man, look.
Count probably less than when I had King Randall on the show and he was building a school for disenfranchised black boys. I did ask you guys for money. When Marcel Dixon was running for Congress, I did ask you guys for money. And what did I say at the beginning of each of those shows? Don't donate to me anything. If you want to send me something, send it to these characters here. They're actually doing something. And I've had a couple of other fundraisers for good causes here. But that was it. And on one of my videos, the fundraisers to the Shriners Hospital for Children, I volunteer for the Shriners Hospital. So if, when I had a video that didn't have any
Good shit on the community work. Nobody's hating on that. But, it just is a virtue signal because you hate the manosphere. Ugh.
vulgarities in it, of course, what did I do? Now, it's a suggestion. It's a tip jar. Angry Man sitting around talking about we don't support each other. Why are you online panhandling? See, with social media, what happened
Panhandling,
was they took the bum
grifting.
off the street and they put him online. They took the panhandler off the street and they put the panhandler online. Now anybody can just press a damn app, get on the fucking smartphone, and just speak their gibberish. This man has no degrees, no psychological degrees, no certifications, just a webcam and a microphone, and appeals to a lot of you angry men who have a problem from bad breakups in the past. Man, let that
God, it always goes back to the relationship, man. Like, I'm just waiting on this dude to say something about high school in a minute. Like, good God. God, Big Dog Prod was good. Good enough belt. Hilton Head, Gator Mania. Here we go with that game and mouthpiece crap. Yeah, man. Like, bruh.
shit go. If you dated a woman, she broke your heart, let it go. The best advice I could give you is let it go. Let it go. Take a hiatus from dating like I had to do because I was married twice. I'm going to give you a little bit of personal story about me. I was married twice. My first wife broke my heart, broke me down. Second wife was the rebound. Had
Oh my God. This
some girlfriends in between that time, and then I thought to myself, why am I attracting these toxic women in my life? I was working for the car business
it's the Black Manosphere's fault. That's why.
at the time. I was working at a dealership, and there was an old school cat there. He says, maybe the problem isn't with the women, it's with you.
Oh.
What do you mean? I asked him. Because at that moment in time, I was fighting mad that he condemned me to my face. He says, your first wife, a stripper. Your second wife, a school teacher. The girlfriend that just came up here that you just broke up with. Yeah, what about her? She works in retail. The only thing these women that you have in your life in common is you. What is your problem? I thought about that for a while. I took a 3-year hiatus.
All
And I
right.
had to figure out where I was lacking as a person. Did I go on social media looking for some guru to show me the way? No. Those are things that nobody can answer for you but you.
Oh,
What was up with me? Why was I attracting these type of women?
oh,
Think
black
back to the
man.
conversations these women were having with you.
The man married
The
a
things that
stripper.
were
Yep, he married a stripper. What up, Andre? 416 Reform. All right, we got Toya the tutor here. Good. The man said, "Master wife is sick to him. Unruly black manosphere naked and dusty." Said, "Damn, well, the pain led him here in the first place. Mission accomplished." Yeah, I mean,
were wrong with you, the things that they complained about while they were with you, and the things that they talked about to you after you broke up, and what really broke you up. Now, if she was a liar and a cheater, look past that and look at some of the things that went along in that relationship. Because yeah, it was wrong for her to lie and cheat, lie to you and cheat on you. But there's something that you opened the door to. There were several red flags that you ignored. Some of you saw a woman that was just so beautiful and you worshipped her and you made your identity, her identity, your identity. So when you broke up, you forgot how to put yourself first. But the fact of the matter is,
yeah, obviously big dog prod. Yeah, because if we say it, we acting like women. Just like when black men say complete sentences, we're trying to be white people. Nothing is ever ours. Nothing is ever original to us. But we're so mindless and sheepish. We do things because of other people. We want to emulate other people. We're not our own men, which fucking sucks that you have black men that actually think like this.
you never put yourself first. Because if you put yourself first, then you would have saw those red flags and said, yo, fuck this shit. I don't care how hot she is. I don't care what she does for me in the bedroom, how she makes my toes curl when she's doing things with that tongue, putting her tongue on my body in places that I won't
Oh
that
God,
I
putting
won't
that
put my
tongue on
hands
my
on
body.
unless I wash my hands later. You see what I'm saying? Come on now.
Come on, man.
You did this to yourself. But you're gonna go online and you're gonna blame the women that you attract, but not the person who's attracting these women. You are. Just because a woman comes on to you or is interested in you does not mean that you have to stick your dick in her. Just because a woman is hot and you got a few things in common.
This is what I don't like. You think you're addressing guys in the black manosphere like they're little boys. Like a lot of these men didn't have this shit figured out already. Okay, there are plenty of black men that are in plenty of situations that, they have to sometimes hear these kinds of things from another black man. That's what led a lot of black men here. Not anger, not trying to, you know, second guess themselves or trying to act like although you do have people like that, that act like that it's everyone else's fault except theirs. But I mean, this what he's coming off as if black men can't do this. Okay, something is wrong when black men do this. This is how this is coming off.
But you see little things that you possibly could fix. You don't need a fixer upper. These things are things that you had going on for yourself. I can't give you dating advice. I'm twice divorced. I can tell you what to do if you're getting a divorce. I can
Didn't he
counsel you on
try?
that. I can also counsel you on red flags, but you won't listen to me if you're in love because trying to speak to someone who's emotionally involved in a situation, especially if it's a negative situation, they won't hear you anyway. The problem is with you. You are who you attract. The problem is that Angry Boy, what Angry Boy had with Kevin Samuels, is that the type of black women that Angry Boy wishes that he could talk to actually wanted to call
You
Kevin
called him Angry
Samuels
Boy.
and have an open dialogue with him. But me personally, I would not call Kevin Samuels the godfather of anything, being that these online dating coaches, you don't know if you're picking up their toxic baggage when you're talking to them from their toxic experience. Yeah, I wouldn't suggest someone who is angry about past breakups to give me.
Sometimes it helps that when men present themselves as cautionary tales to prevent the next man from getting in the same shit that he got in. So don't discount that. Okay. Men seek advice from men all the time. Sometimes those men don't have men in their personal lives, so they come to online sources. Do not completely dismiss something like that because the same fools that say this shit are the people who other people come to as well. What if you fuck up and stumble? Are you going to want people to say the same thing about you? Hey, think about that.
Me advice on dating. You don't know who you're talking to through these machines. You pick up these machines and you let it occupy your time. They tell you a few true things about what happens with the type of women that you're attracting, and you want to put it on all black women. I didn't marry my wife because she's white. I married my wife because we had something in common. We had a lot of things in common.
He married a white woman. Now, I don't dick police bros. I don't feel like you're part counseless, but some people feel, some people do. And what I can say about these anti-black manosphere goofs is a lot of people don't care what these guys do as long as they hate the black manosphere. Now, if he was pro-black manosphere, they'll be dragging him about his white wife all day long, and he knows it.
She had what I was looking for. I had what she was looking for. And that was it. If I'd have found that in a melanated woman, I would have went straight for that as well. But y'all sitting around online trashing melanated women, that's not a good look
Oh,
on
so
you.
that's why you married a white woman because they're sitting around online trashing melanated women. And now you're upset. So now it's all their fault.
You don't know what kind of personal baggage you're dealing with. And then let's talk about the penguin, Obsoletian. They call him Obsidian, but he's Obsoletian. One of the other
Shout out to Obsidian in the interview the other night. Thank you. You got me a lot of views.
people, oh gosh. I was at the Black Manosphere meetup in Georgia a couple of years ago.
Uh-oh.
Me and Sub Zero was sitting out on the sidewalk outside of the hotel, and I don't even know why. What's going on, Ryder Prophet?
Sub Zero kind of falls in the category from fit sitter to manosphere hater himself. And what I got to say to these guys is okay, Sub Zero, he's kind of different because he has made a tangible difference. He's offered classes and he's gotten people jobs. I mean, which is great. I would never discredit something like that. So, but I'm interested in hearing this story that he has with Sub Zero.
Me and Sub Zero was sitting outside of the hotel where they had the Black Manosphere meetup, and I don't know why. Of all places, they wanted to hold the Black Manosphere meetup in Atlanta, Georgia. I drove 3.5 hours to get there from Charleston. And I noticed that I didn't have any underarm deodorant with me. I went to the front desk. The clerk looked like something out of a fucking magazine. If you can't get laid in Atlanta by a gorgeous melanated woman, it's because of two reasons.
Oh, let me guess what one of them is. It has something to do with a rainbow.
One of the reasons would be your sexual preference. The other reason would just be that you're just not horny. Beautiful melanated women are in Atlanta. That's the land of milk and honey when it comes down to black women. I tell you what, if you've never been to Atlanta, Georgia before, let me show you something. If you've never been to Atlanta, Georgia before, this is a dime a dozen. This is a dime a dozen. This is a dime a dozen.
Are we talking about the same Atlanta, Georgia? I mean,
This is a
okay.
dime a dozen. And guess what? They're approachable. They are approachable. They're nothing like these ratchets that they show in their videos, loop after loop after loop, and be like, see, look at that. She over there twerking. This why I don't like black women. This woman over here, she's twerking. This why I don't like black women.
Okay. Yeah. I've shown pictures of black women on this channel, but the most of the time it was very complimentary of those black women. And we talk about how so beautiful a lot of black women are all the time on this channel. I mean, we do have channels that critique, but I mean, that's pretty much everyone. I mean, it just what it boils down to is something wrong when black men do it. That's what it is with this guy.
But here comes Obsoletian hobbling up the street on a cane. And if I was to ever meet you and all of you guys on the internet that I met before in person, I take my shades off. I look you in your eye. I give you a firm handshake. That's how I judge you. Obsoletian had this weak ass handshake and he was just like looking away. And Sub Zero's like, yo, you see that shit? I'm like, yeah. I seen that shit. This is the man who gets online and tries to be the dating guru for black men. He's broken down, walks on a fucking cane. He's overweight. The only thing that a woman could do for him, or only thing that he can do for a woman is
Pot,
give her his
kettle.
ass to change in white. That's it. He ain't fucking her. You know he ain't laying the pipe looking to walking like that. And I was actually going to buy his book from him. Changed my mind. How the fuck is he some kind of dating guru? Why would I take advice or dating advice from a weak man that can't even make eye contact to give me a firm handshake? And a lot of these clowns get online and claim to be high value men when they're chasing a dollar online. They claim to be high value men while they're asking you for a cash out. You're a high value man, nigga. Why are you asking your followers for a cash app? You mean to tell me that your YouTube is your income?
Speaking of Cash App, my Cash App is displayed clear as fucking any sunny day at 12 noon. So if you want to put something in the sandwich fund, there you go.
What up, JP? Your YouTube is your income, so now you don't lie. Hey, somebody hit that cash app. Before I continue, you better hit that cash app. Before I continue, you better hit that cash app. Somebody hit that cash app. Somebody hit that cash app. Somebody get.
Yeah, I bet his audience is eating that shit up too. Oh, you hating on them niggas. Ooh, you so funny.
Really? But you're a high value man. You're an alpha male. We are this motherfucker. That's my Starbucks slapper latte.
This dude is acting just like a feminist
Yeah.
doing an impression of a man.
No, you're not the voice of black men. You're not the voice of black men. You know, pussy getting motherfuckers are not the voice of black men.
You know what though? He might be right on this one. No, I am not the voice of black men. No, however I claim to be. However, when people come through and kick it on this channel, I don't mind. I treat them like human beings. You should try that, doing the same thing instead of doing some uh monkey impression to describe black men, which that's what it boils down to. Well, who what else can you expect from a guy with a Confederate flag in his background? Uh, a flag of a defeated group of people.
Like I said, the internet just taking the panhandle off the streets and put them online. And my question is, what kind of black women are these black men coming across? Because you can, especially if you're on TikTok, you can find dysfunctional white women all day, every day online. White women had
White
invented this
women
thing
do it
called fat
too.
acceptance, where you got a bunch of overweight white women, which some of them are smashable. Ain't gonna lie and say they're not. I like me a big woman, you know what I'm saying? But they got this whole thing called fat acceptance, where they get online in their bikinis and shit, talking about you don't have to be skinny to be pretty. Black Manosphere don't fuck with them. But let a black woman get online and ask for a.
How does he know what the black manosphere fucks with, man? I mean, damn. How many people are in the black manosphere? So what you're saying is everybody in the black manosphere has this symbiotic unit mind and is is all based on the same thought process. Although claim to represent the black manosphere and Obsidian claims to, he's a staple in the black manosphere does not mean that we think exactly the same. You niggas empower an element that you don't like, and then you want to cry about it instead of being the difference maker yourself, instead of being the change that you ever so desire. And it looks lazy.
A fucking hot dog. Oh no. Y'all motherfuckers are white supremacists and black skin.
Says the guy with the Confederate flag in his background. The fucking irony. You white supremacist and black skin. What? A buck dancing bitch ass nigga. Like I said, from the whole Pearl thing to this, like I said, it makes my blood boil. And I guess that's just the Alabama in me. Like, ugh, I can't stand dudes like this.
Y'all are. Yeah, I'll admit, black women do have a high rate of being single mothers. I'll admit that.
Oh, condescending speak.
Well, if you don't want a black single mom, then don't date a black single mom. And if that single mom isn't taken from you personally, then leave her the fuck alone. Leave her the fuck alone. You say these women have high standards. Why wouldn't a woman have high standards? A lot of you motherfuckers are overweight. A lot of you motherfuckers are ugly. But you say you want a woman that looks like a supermodel.
For the record, I don't ever expect a man, a male of any kind to, you know, tell me that I'm a good looking man. So that's just for the record. So I really don't care if a ugly motherfucker calls me ugly. I mean, seriously.
Y'all some weird looking motherfuckers, a lot of you are. And I know somebody will be like, well, Ricky, you got a blue beard. You know what?
His beard
Yeah,
is
I got a
blue.
blue beard. Yeah, I'm weird. But you know one thing I don't have going on for myself? It's self-loathing.
Oh, that was a smoking gun right there. Cause it his blue beard. It's confirmed.
A lot of you motherfuckers are everything that you say you don't want out of a woman. You're loud, you're argumentative, you're dysfunctional, you're overweight, you're argumentative, you're combative, you're jealous. And some of you motherfuckers are just upset that a woman you laid down with is asking you for monthly obligation financials, child support. Pay the child support. Pay the child support. You knew the risk when you were running your dick up in her pussy raw. Pay the child support. There's a child support system fucked up? Well, hell yeah, it is. But you got to pay to play.
Yeah, black man, you can't talk about how you fell in love and was deceived. You can't talk about how you fell in love and was deceived and now you're paying child support. You know, just shut up about that and you pay the goddamn child support. You button your goddamn lip. Okay, don't come around here talking about your problems, homie.
How y'all feel about having to pay that woman $1,200, $1,300 a damn month? But don't look at it as a child support check. Yeah, she's going out getting her hair and nails done and hanging out with her friend girl. She is entitled to a life. She is entitled to a life. You're entitled to go out and hang out with your friends whenever that baby gets sick. Do you take time off work to take care of that baby, or does she take time off work to take care of that baby? Whenever her babysitter cancels, do you cancel your date to babysit for her, or does she cancel her date to babysit?
Does she make an effort to keep the child away from the father to the point where he has to, quote unquote, fight to see his kid? See, this is the kind of questions he ain't asking.
Sit for her. Come on now. Let's be real. But if you don't want to pay child support, there's one way to do it. It's something that's on Amazon right now. I can show it to you. It's battery operated. Before you go out on a date, you run.
Yeah, I caught that too. You got to pay to play. Yeah, that's a very that's some trick ass logic.
That battery you play with that battery operated toy, get the baby batter off your brain, so you're not thinking with baby batter on the brain, and you won't make a baby.
Men are sexual creatures, so are women. it does take two to tango. And yes, brothers should be fully aware of what can happen when they shoot up in a woman unprotected. Nobody's denying that. But you have to understand, because of this thing we call single motherhood, a lot of brothers aren't being taught common sense things. And for myself as a father who does not want to be impacted by this stupid ass fucking logic, it is not wrong of me to say, hey, at least raise your kid not to be a fucking dumbass that turns criminal. So,
But this whole thing with trashing all black women, that's got to go, because you can find dysfunctional
because
white
niggas
women
say
online,
all
and
white
then you
women
don't
do
see
it
white
too.
men claiming to be dating gurus trashing all white women. They're not doing it.
The White Manosphere. Have you ever watched The White Manosphere? I don't frequent the White Manosphere, but based on some of the coverage that a couple of brothers gave that were over here, their rhetoric is pretty fucked up. Is actually worse than anything any black man has said over here. I am tired of niggas like this giving white people a pass based on their whiteness. Oh, you don't see white men doing this. It's because you don't watch it. You don't go looking for it. You look for us. And then when hoes are mad, you want to complain to us about us and then spew some bullshit like that. Brother, you just don't know. Don't assume that it doesn't exist. It exists, and it exists worse than what any black man has said over here.
Now, let me ask you this. Let's be honest with each other. I'm going to ask you an honest question. If you're still consuming red pill content, I'm ask you an honest question. Where are all the high value white men on a Monday afternoon?
Paying for pussy.
Somebody in the chat room, you don't even have to be in the manosphere. Answer in
Paying
the
for
chat
pussy
room,
before they
where
go
would you
home
find
to
a
their
high value
wives.
white man on a Monday afternoon? Chat room, please. Please enlighten me. Where would you find a high value white man on a Monday afternoon?
Oh, here comes the white man praise.
It's Monday afternoon, middle of the day. Bernard Saint says, work, not online. High value white men wouldn't be online. Where
This
would they be?
motherfucker flashed a male feminist comment up there. Big J Triple X. He flashed a male feminist. So I know what kind of shit he already on. And our people say I can't get past the beard. Me neither.
This is a high value white man would be on a Monday afternoon.
Praising white men, exalting white men like they do nothing wrong.
Taking care of
look at it. Look at it.
Daddy
Daddy issues all in that chat.
Moves. Okay. Where else? Where are the high value white?
Like as soon as he gets through exalting just pearly things above black men in the black manosphere, he starts to exalt white men and starts going on this praise fest like they are just so much better at this social media or internet thing than black men are. This is why a lot of black men are on this panel, because we are discredited on a daily fucking basis by not only the B dub, but niggas like this. Fuck out of here.
White man on a Monday afternoon. Yep, car scar. I was gonna say that. So they're not online on a Monday afternoon talking about low value white women. They're sitting in an office somewhere. They're sitting on a job.
Yeah, they're sitting in an office somewhere trying to get in touch with Bambi at the local hotel before they go home to their wife and their two big head ass kids. Like, fuck up out of here.
Site. Some of their job sites are in the comfort of their homes. On a Monday afternoon, they're probably at Applebee's or some restaurant close to their office, pounding down some drinks.
Oh, now he's assuming
to get the day over with. The conversations that they're having are probably revolving around what are we going to do this next fiscal quarter.
Oh, he used the word fiscal.
How are we going to perform? What can we do to reach the next goal? Where do you plan on seeing yourself by the end of the week, by the next fiscal quarter, by the next year?
You seem so sure.
Coming into place? What project they're working on? Right? So, with that being said, where are all the high value white men on a Friday night or a Saturday night? Because, you know, if the high value white man is working by day, he's sleeping at night. So he don't have time to get online to talk about, you know, low value white women or white women shaking their ass.
But black men do. Man, let me just go ahead and tell you where all this is going. You know, the Black Manosphere is on here all day, every day, bashing black women. And, you know, is they'll say that we're like, they'll say, a lot of these haters will say that we are trying to emulate whiteness by doing this, and then we'll turn around and exalt white people like they're just the bestest, and they don't do this. Okay, so I want you to remember this garbage the next time somebody even tries to bring this up in a conversation.
Asses online, which they do as well. I tell you what they're not doing. I can tell you where they are. They're in places where they can find a good woman if they're single.
Oh, there we go.
Why are they
have the bestest of intentions.
High value black men sitting on their internet on a Monday afternoon talking about low value black women and what black women need to do to improve themselves? Where are all of these so-called high value black men, the same ones that you see on Monday afternoon,
Let me guess.
sitting on the internet on Monday night?
The Black Manosphere.
Black women, low value black women, and how they don't want a low value black woman. Why are all of these same so-called high value black men sitting on a Saturday, Sunday, talking about how they don't like black women, low value black women, but they're not in the places where they can find a high quality black woman or high value black woman? Which should go to show you that these people that you're following on these social media sites claiming to be high value black men, they're not really high value black men. They're online panhandlers. And you are a fucking loser for not being able to see through the shit.
People who make their own decisions to take the material that they want to take in are losers. Remember that when you watch guys like this. You know, since you don't see that, you know, guys that are in the Black Manosphere, they're panhandlers. What's that other word? Grifters. That you're a loser because you've made your own free choice to take in this material. You know, this is coming from a guy with a Confederate flag in his background, a flag that represents losers.
You're a fucking loser. You are a fucking loser.
This is projection.
You talk about the Pookies and the Ray Rays. Well, guess what the Pookies and the Ray Rays are doing that your dumb ass ain't doing?
Here we go.
The Pookies and the Ray Rays won't mind buying Becky a hot dog at the nightclub.
Oh, God. Pookie and Ray Ray defense. Ray Rays
know that. The only thing that's standing between them and smashing this bitch is a damn hot dog. You ain't entitled to a man's money. Why you acting like you're entitled to a man's money? Why the fuck are you acting like you're entitled to a man's money, nigga? Why? Because you can say some shit online? Well, you know, oh, shit, man, somebody hit the cash out. That woman has.
Oh, is it? Is it, Andre?
You motherfucker, you grown. Y'all really got me out of my element. I'm dropping the N-bomb today.
Uh-oh.
I rarely ever do that.
Shocker. I mean, I ain't reacting to this just to make. I'm not reacting to this just to make fun of this man. I'm just saying. I'm just looking for if he had said anything that was so earth-shattering and groundbreaking and believable to where I would have to give him the credit for what he's saying, and he's not producing anything at this point.
High value, man. Y'all motherfuckers are very low value. The only thing that makes you special is the fact that you know how to fucking operate a PC. You can turn on the webcam and hook your microphone up. That's it.
Oh my God. Oh, that's for real.
Y'all some weird motherfuckers.
I'm so hurt.
But then you want to put your problem on black women because black women won't play your bullshit.
God damn, dude. Enough of that bullshit. Yeah.
Man, that's a female.
Black women are not approachable. Well, this is why black men don't approach black women. You don't approach black women because you're not putting yourselves in a position to approach any woman. It's not just black women. Any woman who got anything going on about herself is not going to fucking deal with you. Now, if you're looking for a white woman that's just looking to smash, that's what you probably been running across. But if a white woman is of high value, meaning she comes from a high value family and she has
Yeah, I mean, I'm listening to this like, how the fuck did this guy even know this? Jeez. Where's your evidence, buddy? I want to see some evidence. How about you guys? Put a one in the chat if you want to see some evidence.
networks and she has net worth, she might fuck you. She's not going to date you. Let's keep it clear. She might fuck you. She's not going to date you.
I think the end game is fucking, by the way.
Broke ass for. You claim you're an alpha man, but what are you running? What are you governing? Besides some internet shit. Let's see. Pookie and Ray Ray's points facts. Can't lie, do or watch that person, but they fail once every 10 minutes asking for a cash out or payment. Right. Pookies and Ray Rays are out there in the streets.
Speaking of cash app, you see those outline green letters right above this screen that this guy's talking on? That's my cash app. Thank you for your support.
Getting that money. Rather they get it legally or illegally, they're getting that money. Y'all motherfuckers act like the niggas that was in high school that couldn't get a date and you're still angry.
I knew it. He was going to say high school. I knew he was going to say high school. Oh, so typical. I knew it. Thanks for not letting me down.
You wanted to hook up with didn't hook up with you. And you're angry about it. I wonder how many of you motherfuckers got college degrees. Did you ever go to college?
Yeah, I went to college.
Did you ever network in the real world, or did you just decide to get online and pontificate your personality to be somebody you're not? Which I'm betting on the latter. So you don't have to go to college to be a high value man, but the only thing that you guys know about entrepreneurship is how many cash apps or super chats you can pick up in a week.
All right.
And that's weak.
All right. No, that's making money. Oh boy. They're all pissed off with Kevin Samuels. Hoes are mad. Play this for a few more minutes, and then I'm just gonna drop it off.
Says Ricky, a lot of these high value men are in the same financial situation as most Americans. They just know how to hide it better. They say they own their own business, but it's someone white is running it. Right. A lot of these this is the Biden economy.
Hey, is assuming okay? This is what we do, is assuming okay. Is it okay to assume instead of coming up with solid evidence of all your claims? I would, for one, say that it's not okay to assume what someone's life is when you have no solid evidence. You ain't educated. Sound like black woman talk. Yep. Exactly.
This is the Biden economy. Even I'm fucking seeing some of the blowback of it. So if I'm seeing the blowback of it, I know y'all motherfuckers are damn robbing Peter to pay Paul.
If I'm having a difficult time, I know you guys are.
And then on top of that, it's just some of the negative name calling y'all have for black folks, man. Like for real, like that angry man guy. He goes around calling black people gorillas. Really? Really?
Says the guy who was beating his chest earlier, acting like a gorilla in an attempt to making fun of men for exuberant masculinity. So, just want y'all to think about this. I mean, there's contradictions at every turn. What up, AB?
Claims to be a Trump supporter.
Angry man is one motherfucker. A lot of
these people in the black manosphere.
One.
They are not. They're not conservatives. Nope. They're contrarians. There's a big difference.
Okay, there are many different personalities in the black manosphere. All of us do not agree politically. Philosophically, we all don't agree on relationships. We have our different thought processes. This is a guy named Ricky Manners. Okay. Thus the name of the show, the Manosphere. Yeah, he's another guy that left the Black Manosphere for, you know, the same cookie cutter reasons everyone else. And I think that is rooted from a fear of the FBI's apparent wrath that is coming for this space. So these guys are trying to put out all kinds of disclaimers. Oh, I'm not a part of the Black Manosphere, and say a bunch of shit that they've heard other people say, as really dumbass arguments that aren't really founded on anything except assumptions. And no, it's not okay to assume. So
They find themselves in the midst of controversy for some clicks and some views and some likes and some shares.
Well, that's called riding the wave of the algorithm. Everyone does that, unless you're like a niche content creator. Um, a lot of content creators try to ride a wave on the algorithm to build up their channels, and and if every time they drop something, people will watch it. You know, you can't blame people for that. That's why, content strategy is one of the driving forces in, what keeps a content creator going. But of course, it's not okay when a black man does it. We get the message of this, what he's trying to say. So,
But those are not conservatives. Right, Bernard Saint. They claim to be conservatives because they think it will match their hatred. Not all conservatives are hateful. Exactly. And trust and believe, I'm a conservative.
whoever that Bernard Saint was does not know what the fuck he's talking about.
Hell, look at my flag behind me. I'm a proud Southerner and a conservative, but I'm not.
Okay, I'm from the South, and I have to say that a Confederate flag is not representative or indicative of the South. It only symbolizes a failed regime. That's what it symbolizes. And most black people down here don't like that shit rag. So let me clear that up.
Hateful.
Heritage, not hate.
Some people will say, well, Ricky Mann is anti-black. Well, if I was anti-black, then I would not have been in Colombia in the company of a man that I admire very much online with him asking for tangibles. If I was anti-black, I would have bad things and negative things to say about black people, which I don't.
Okay, yeah, because black men in the black manosphere don't count. We always undercut our own value. Black men, and I've said this in the past, don't we really don't value ourselves. So it's okay to shit all over us whenever need be and still call yourself pro black, which is dumb as fuck.
Let's see. Ryder Prophet says, Angry Man is not even FBA. He's some Hispanic tether. That wouldn't surprise me. Right. If I was anti-black, I wouldn't speak against police brutality. I wouldn't speak against Jim Crow. I wouldn't bring out the hateful things that some black conservatives say. I wouldn't bring up the hateful things that I hear some white conservatives say. But
This is the equivalent of a white person saying that you got black friends. Like, we don't need to hear all that.
conservatives are not hateful for the most. Shane Powell says, straight facts. Pookie and Ray Ray going to get up and get that street money and don't mind spending money on a woman. I see all the time. I live in the urban city.
It's okay to trick.
That's the thing.
It's okay to trick.
These clowns sit around talking about you're not entitled to our money. The only thing the woman asked for was a hot dog. If you go into a bar 9 times out of 10, if you're gonna hold a conversation with a woman, one of the things you're gonna do is buy her a drink.
Relationship talk.
That's what you're gonna do.
There it is.
You're the host of that conversation. She wasn't asking you for a fucking hot dog. She was asking you what kind of host can you be.
Earlier, he showed a TikTok short with Angry Man saying that he wouldn't buy a bitch a hot dog. So great, awesome, but now he's still on that shit. Like that's all the guys in the black manosphere do is push not spending money on women. And I mean, like, why shouldn't that be pushed? I would tell a guy that, try getting a woman based on your personality. I mean, at least talk to her. You ain't got to spend money. Is some of my best conquests in my life did not involve me spending money. It is possible. Why are you not telling guys that? Put some value in yourself, and then she'll see the value, and then you can get you can GTD all motherfucking day. Get the draws. I mean, shit.
What kind of host can you be? Can you buy me a drink? Can you buy me dinner? She's the prize. You're not the prize. She is. She could be gorgeous as fuck or ugly as sin. 9 times out of 10, she will get laid before the end of the night.
Okay, now is this we the prize bullshit? She's the prize. I mean, yeah, in some cases, if a woman is that valuable, if she is that feminine, that personable, yeah, she can be regarded as a prize. No one's gonna argue with that. You know what I'm saying? But if she's easy pickings, it depends on the first brother that gets to her. And what kind of prize is that? She can't be a prize being everyone's prize.
You don't you're the one who's chasing. Women are not coming up to approach you for anything. Come on now. Come on, man. The women are the prize. And why would a woman okay, if a woman is picky about the kind of man that she dates, she has the right to be. Because if she
No
gets
one
pregnant,
is
she's the one stuck with
disputing
that baby
that
for 18 years.
for the record.
You get the luxury of paying child support.
I mean, I said luxury.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I was a single dad for a while.
Damn,
My
you're
heart
not
goes out to
anymore?
single women. Not saying that I would date one, but my heart goes out to them. Reason why I say that, because I know what it's like to have to care for children with no help. I know what it's like to have to deal with some of the things that they have to deal with. So if you're sitting around talking about angry women and single moms, put yourself in their shoes. So they do have a right to be picky because they're going to be the one stuck with the child.
Oh, there he goes. Single moms are for grown men only.
And there were many nights that I thought to myself, every time I had to get off work to pick up one from school because they were sick, every time that I had to work an extra shift so I could actually have the money to make the ends meet, every time that I had to go to family and friends with shame to borrow money to make the ends meet, the first thing that I said to myself is, damn, I'd rather paid her the fucking $500 a month. The $500 a month was the easy part. Because with that $500 a month, she had to figure out the babysitting situation. With that $500 a month, she had to miss a time off of work. With that $500 a month, she had to cancel her plan.
Yeah, that's why in the Black Manosphere we talk about the importance of family structure. It ain't always about getting more bitches and the bitch that I couldn't get. We talk about the importance of family structure to prevent all that shit. But no, motherfuckers only want to pick out what they don't fucking like and then put special emphasis on it just to, have a clown show.
As if the babysitter canceled. And I thought to myself every time that I had to do above and beyond what was expected, I thought about how easy it was just to pay that child support. Y'all just don't get it.
Some of us who are dads do.
The main problem is you're fucking selfish. So yes, if a woman is selective about who she opens her legs up for, it is her right to be selective. It is.
I don't know what argument this guy's trying to go with. I mean, it's I mean, he's going with many different arguments in this whole thing. I know what he wants to say, but he's not saying it very well.
It's her right to be picky. It is her right to do with her body what she wishes.
Yes, and no one is arguing with that. The only thing that I would say that, and I'm putting this in strong quote fingers, that the Black Manosphere complains about is the level of bad decision making and how it impacts the dysfunction that is in this community. I mean, like we can tell when a brother is going very personal when it comes to his rants versus his sincerity in wanting to see things fixed.
You're just upset that you can't have access to it. So if she gives it up to Pookie and Ray Ray and not you, it is not for her to explain to you why she would rather lay with the thug before she would the nerd.
Oh, here we go. And
Just
this
like it's the right of
and
any
this
man.
and this is why. And this is why you always have our best and our brightest leaving the goddamn community to go elsewhere to where their talents are appreciated. Because that fucking word right there, nerd. It is so bad to exuberate any intelligence and be a black man in this stupid ass community. It pisses me the fuck off.
Man to have the right to choose. Smash that like button if I'm smashing the truth. Let's see. Yeah, Ricky, but these females are to be blamed equally. Also, they have the option to not open their legs, so they are more responsible. Plus, why would you lay up with a dude with multiple kids and baby mothers? You know what? No, that's the thing. See, I'm not going to bash the women on this episode. The reason why is because, yeah, the women do have the right to open their legs, so not to open their legs. The baby do come out. They do open their legs. And yeah, I will say that. But what kind of men are they laying up with? Now, if we were in a pink pill space, which I have before, y'all can't say I'm sitting up here caping for women. Y'all can't say that. Y'all can't say that I'm simple
Actually, we can.
because I go in on them too now. And
I don't like that. I go in on women too. Like, no, you don't. No, you don't. When they usually say something like "I go in on women too," this is soft talking bullshit. Well, you can't do that, and I'm not a woman, so I can't really say what you do. But nah, nigga, you don't do that.
ask if these men are dusty, what kind of women are rearing these type of men? What kind of women are creating these type of men? You see what I'm saying? And there's a lot of women that lay up with men with multiple baby fathers. That's true. But these same type of red pill men, now Ryder Prophet, I got to give you some pushback. The only reason these red pill men are upset with those type of women because those same type of women that you just described won't open their legs up to them. What's up, Lawrence? Am I right or am I wrong?
You are wrong. Pussy is easy to get in the black community. For those of you who keep like I will argue against this incel culture that is in the black community. There ain't no black incels, bro. It's just a bunch of dudes that just won't open their mouth and see some signs. And then once they see it, pussy be easy for them to get to. Pussy is too easy to get in the black community, bro. They need to cut this shit out. Niggas say that just to make themselves sound cooler to other people. Because the measuring stick for being cool is how many women you sleep with.
The only reason that these red pill men are upset with these type of women is because these type of women won't open their legs up to them. When Kevin Samuels told that girl that she's not a high value woman, all these damn weak ass men was like, he was telling the truth. He was telling it like it is.
Oh, here we go.
Woman, I can guarantee, showed up at their front door with wet panties. These men would smash.
Well, I will say that the only way that wouldn't happen if our wives were at home. So, just kind of calm down and chill on that one. Plus, that doesn't really happen. I mean, unless there's an understood connection, but whatever.
Am I lying? Am I lying? These women would smash. These men would smash.
Yeah, I think that a lot of heterosexual men would actually jump at the chance to get some pussy. So, thank you,
If that
Einstein.
same woman that Kevin Samuels, they say Kevin Samuels berated her. To me, that was nothing more than an exchange, a personal exchange, because what they were saying didn't apply. Now, was this woman saying that she wanted a millionaire or a six-figure man? Was she being delusional? How many six-figure men are out there?
He tried his best. Y'all called that. He tried his best not to say that. Get the fuck up out of here. Men can't be choosy.
What's going on, Lawrence? Thank you for that $5 super chat. You know what I do for my butter biscuits. My good friend.
Or at least he admits it.
But am I right?
So we're saying
Am I right?
why he doing the nay nay.
Let's see. Okay, Ricky, let's go with that. But it's also how you approach them. Red pill guys think their God's gift to the approach will give a negative energy, which most females won't rock with. Right. That's the thing. That's the thing. Now, Ryder Prophet, I'm not, coming down on you. I want you to know that. I'm just, saying that, yeah, women can be the problem in that aspect. And I'm just talking about these red pill men, how they talk about women like that. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, these same men are upset because these women don't want to have anything to do with them. See, when I was in college,
You know why? You know why they say Black Manosphere? Is that, and I mean, like, he's mentioned the content creator that he had the problem with and all this other stuff. Why, you know why he didn't say name this broadcast? Why I think Angry Man and Obsidian are a couple of idiots. You know why he said Black Manosphere? Because Obsidian and Angry Man ain't studying this dude's black ass. If he had made if he had made this broadcast to with Angry Man and Obsidian in the title instead of Black Manosphere, no one would give a fuck for real. I mean, the few Angry Man and Obsidian haters, yeah, but he had to say Black Manosphere, and like in order to get someone like me to react to it, because if he had made this about Angry Man and Obsidian, I wouldn't have reacted to this. You know, Carlton Way one was good. RPM said, "Not never heard of this guy." Yeah, never heard of him. Like I said, this was emailed to me, so I just did a reaction, and I legitimately have not ever watched this until this broadcast tonight. So I wanted to give it a fresh take, and I just wanted to see if this guy had anything legit to say, and it just, although I can see a little bit of where he's coming from, I would say 99% not legit. I'm sorry. Is nobody has seen him. I don't know what space he went to. He say he used to be subscribed to Angry Man, and Angry Man is not representative of the whole entire Black Manosphere space. So, I mean, we are men with individual thought processes. All of us don't co-sign with the other. And, this is what this guy's trying to make it seem like. The link is the link to this broadcast is in the description box. If you want to check it out and be your own judge about this. You don't have to think about this in the same way that I do, obviously, because you are an individual. If even if you co-sign and say, "Hey, the Black Manosphere is a good spot for black men," then even if you want to co-sign with that logic, is okay. If you want to say, "I don't think the Black Manosphere is a good spot for black men," then you can have that logic too. But by all means, if you're part of the replay gang, let me know what you think in the comment section. By all means, or if whatever, just leave a comment.
one thing that I learned was this.
I mean, it was this. One thing I
The
learned was
woman is a
this.
hoe, right? Everybody likes a hoe. They like the woman to show up to the party, shake her ass on the table, get some drinks out of her red cup, her red solo cup, and
I wasn't always into that woman. I was into the woman that, had me jacked up in the corner and, talking and drinking and, grinding her ass and being my personal little dancer. I used to like that woman. So I would dispute that.
gyrate her ass in front of everybody, take off her clothes, wear scantily clad shit. All men love hoes.
I mean, I would say
All men love hoes. But the second these hoes don't give these men any pussy, they become a bitch. All men love hoes. We do. We
the,
do.
the second one of them don't give me some pussy. This is my single man logic. You move on to the next one. I mean, that's simple.
If it wasn't for hoes, you won't get laid on the first date. If it wasn't for hoes, you wouldn't have that woman's number that stashed in your phone that you could call on a Saturday night when you're bored and you need to let one off. All men love hoes. We do. Men
I think men love the convenience of hoes.
hate bitches. What's a bitch? A bitch is a hoe that rejects them. A bitch is a hoe that refuses to give them some pussy.
That's a little bit too narrow in definition, but by all means.
Real talk. Let's see. Ricky, you notice the guys in the black sector of YouTube that's really getting money in real life don't even live stream like that, maybe one time a week, and it usually be on the weekends.
Oh God, these assumptions again. Look, let me confess. Yeah, if I make a little money during YouTube, I'm not turning that money away. And content creators need to be honest as fuck about that shit.
I stream every night when I'm done doing everything else. When I'm done getting my real money, I come home and I just let loose. Everybody loves some hoes now. Come on now, we all love hoes. I love me some hoes. I hate having to put in work, so I'll make sure I wrap it up. Being a hoe is the oldest working tradition. Yeah, we all love hoes.
What kind of hoes are we talking about?
Hoes, he lying. Everybody love them hoes.
I mean, that slippery slope.
Everybody love them hoes. But when a hoe gets pregnant, she's a bitch. When a hoe won't give you no pussy, she's a bitch. That's the man's mentality. That's that fucking weak man mentality. These men are not alpha males. They're not sigma males. They're not even beta males. They just don't count as males. They act like bitches.
So what would qualify as acting like a bitch? Because you got mad because a woman wouldn't give you any pussy. You spend online talking about women. What qualifies a bitch? Is it something that's easy to say just because you're online behind a computer screen or a smartphone? I mean, let's get some context here.
I mean, for real. No real alpha man or sigma man or even a beta man have the time to sit around online and bitch about the type of women they get. And the reason I'm making this.
That man said not even the betas. Like I thought that by that definition, that the betas would be the ones sitting around doing that. Oh boy.
This video is for all of you guys who may be naive enough to think that these people can offer you something. They can't offer you a damn thing but how to get yourself to a divorce court if you listen to them. They can't offer you a damn thing, not even a trash bag to pack your shit in, if you take their advice, and a real woman won't hear that shit. If you got a good thing, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. If you're having problems in the dating market, a lot of you don't even know how to approach women.
Hey, I'll give you a really simple thing since, people want to give dating advice. Tell a real corny joke. Tell one so corny it cannot be ignored. Get you in there 99% of the time.
You don't even know how to approach women. I'll give you a good thing that I do when I go out. If I was to go out and try to approach women, first I'm gonna dress up to my best.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna go to where the women are: the club, the bar, the pub.
Listen to this, guys.
When I
Hope y'all
walk
got
into
a
the building,
notepad.
I'm gonna walk in like I own the place, and I'm gonna look around and see all of my surroundings. First thing I check.
You know what we say about niggas like that? This nigga walking around like he own the goddamn place. The fuck out of here.
How many people in this place that look like they could be trouble? Did anybody notice me walk in? Did anybody notice me walk in that I would notice if they walk in? And anybody that I would care to have a conversation
man, man,
with?
look. Here's the first thing I be thinking,
that
like,
that you care to have a
let me
conversation
get me a
with.
seat real quick.
Do you talk? Do you speak? How do you speak? Do you look down at the ground while talking to them? Do you look away? Do you make eye contact? And please stop trying to use these cheesy lines to pick up women.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
When
Use
you
the
talk
cheesy
to a woman,
lines.
you're having a conversation.
Use the cheesy lines.
There's no cheesy lines that a woman gonna be like, wow, that was so deep. Because if the woman is beautiful, well, hell, if it's just a woman, period, they've heard every line that you can think of. They've been told they were beautiful a million times.
This man is giving bitches a lot of credit. Just a lot of credit. This is what I be talking about. These dudes be empowering these women beyond what's necessary. Niggas, stop. The whole point is to kind of get them to a humble place so they can be personable and you can talk to them. You know, it's called disarming them. It's called them getting them to let their guard down. Like you don't empower them.
They know they look good. They spent probably 2 hours picking out the right thing to wear and putting the coloring and stuff on their faces,
I know.
putting on their makeup, making themselves presentable. They know they look good. They don't need you to validate that for them. So you start a conversation. That compliment should not come out of your mouth until probably the 3rd paragraph of that conversation. They already know. They know the reason you're approaching them.
Oh
And if
God.
they're not feeling
So
you,
give them
walk the
2
fuck away.
paragraphs of bullshit. Listen up, baby. I think you look good. Let's see where this goes. I mean, is shit ain't that complicated. Like,
God damn. At that moment in time, if she makes it known that she's not into you, there's nothing else to talk about.
on to the next.
There's no such thing as game. Can you have a conversation? That's all the game you need to have right now.
Didn't he say there was a such thing as game earlier? You guys ain't got no game.
Smash that like button, people. Y'all know I'm telling the truth up in here.
Yeah. Not really.
There's no such thing as having game. Man, he got game. No. No. Do you walk with confidence? Because a lot of y'all motherfuckers be slouching when I see you in public.
For real, bro.
No
Does this look like the guy that has the best posture?
Boy, she won't talk to me. I bet you she's stuck up. Man, look at those women over there thinking they all that. They're leaving with somebody. It's just not you. So what does that
They
somebody
leave with
they're
each
leaving
other.
with have that you don't? I bet you they don't have advice from Angry Man. I bet you they're not leaving with these women because they listen to Kevin Samuels. Unless you're trying to hook up through the internet dating service.
Kevin Samuels the one that say that they got to go out smelling good and presentable. Didn't you ever hear Kevin Samuels when he was addressing guys that came on his show with that bullshit? He tore their spirits in half. The fuck, bruh?
I bet you they ain't sitting there telling this woman that, oh, if the woman asked to buy a hot dog, I bet you the man that she's leaving with done actually probably bought her a hot dog and probably done bought her some drinks.
Hey, you know what though? I would probably buy a hot dog just to see if she can deep throat that motherfucker when she eats it. So I get the point about the hot dog now. Let me know what to expect.
That's why I left the Black Manosphere. I was going to say long story short, but this is a short story long.
This is why.
Because
a story of projection.
I have no problem. I have a problem with treacherous women. And not all treacherous women are Black women.
Not all.
Now, if you're thinking that you're going to go cross over to somebody's other culture, then at least learn that culture.
Oh, boy.
All these women you see saying stupid shit online, you can see a woman of any race saying stupid shit online.
Other people do it too.
Y'all motherfuckers got a lot of small dick energy.
Oh, okay. Now he gets to talk about penises.
You guys care.
And now he can identify what Black man has small dick energy. Oh, okay. Just go ahead and document that. He's talking about penises.
There's a lot of small dick energy, and you let that shit out online. And the problem isn't with these women. The problem is with you. I'm Ricky Manor of the Melanated Rebel News Network. Please be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And be sure to hit that bell notification so you know when I go live or when I upload new content. Remember, where we go one, we go all. United we stand, divided we fall. I'm Ricky Manor, signing off.
All right. So, guys, what do you think of that? What do you think of Mr. Ricky Manners? Like I said, the link is in the chat. Check it out for yourself. Leave a comment in his video. Uh, I don't think that. I mean, if he left the Black Manosphere, it wasn't for a great reason. Uh, I mean, leave if you want. Nobody's trying to handcuff you anywhere. But for the reason he presented, it just seemed more like he was trying to get some points with his people. From the way his chat's looking, attract some of the same yahoos who call themselves hating the Black Manosphere. The man said, "Who the fuck is that?" By the way, his name is Ricky Manners. He has a YouTube channel. I've seen him hanging out in Sub Zero 3639's chat, which Sub Zero gives him the benefit of the doubt, and it really is because of that Black Manosphere hate shit. Like, they all get together and they soldier up, and a lot of the times I believe it's because these men, they have these girlfriends and these wives who love the color purple, who read The Root, who read The Shade Room, who read Lipstick Alley, who read vlogs with young black girls doing vlogs. And the second, um, the second you hear the word manosphere is all this negative stuff being spewed. So they get mad at their husbands and their boyfriends for being on social media, probably accusing them of being a part of these so-called hateful cults of black men who just target black women. And they try to sit there and reassure themselves over and over again that they're not a part of this hateful cult. So they go online and rant against a group of black men they don't even fucking know, or will give the benefit of the doubt to. So screw guys like this at the end of the day. If you're not willing to actually talk to the people themselves on what their philosophies and their concepts are and the way they move about as far as their content creation, screw you. If you're not going to give us a chance, we're not going to give you the chance either. I mean, I, for one, have never seen you in the Black Manosphere, and he probably has never seen me either, which, that's okay. But at the same time, if you're just going to say that this is what the space is, um, 9.5 times out of 10, you're getting all your information from a woman, from a female.
Man, that's a female.
So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this reaction Wednesday. Uh, uh, Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Was I being fair in my assessment of this black man's point of view about the Black Manosphere? Do you disagree with my assessment? Saying that is okay too. It will not get you blocked from the channel, uh, like a lot of these hater channels do. And that's it for now. Another reaction Wednesday in the books. This is Kev. Long live the habitual line steppers and Kev we trust. Thank you for watching. And when you don't give up, you shall win. Peace out.